I thought middle school was over. How come nobody told me that my early 20s was basically just gonna be my awkward teen phase part 2? Nah, because when you start middle school, you think it's gonna be all great. You're like, alright, I gotta meet new friends, I could have a locker, I get all these opportunities, multiple classes, everything's gonna be chill and cool. And then when you go into it, it's not at all like you pictured. It's like this constant competition of a bunch of like losers. I mean, really think about it. You're all oily and pimply and you're all having issues, but you're also all growing at different rates, at different paces. And it's like, oh, well, so and so got their first kiss. Well, so and so got a temporary tattoo. Well, so and so got their braces off. And it's like, okay, and? No, seriously, no, think about this. Alright, work with me here because you get that, right? And then you're just kind of smooth sailing on after high school. All your friend groups are established pretty much. Pretty much your identity has been established. You think everything's cool, you got your hormones down, right? Everything's chill. And then you quit high school, and then once again, y'all go your separate ways. So, I didn't quit high school conventionally. I did drop out. It was too much pressure. Do I regret it now? Yes, a little bit, but at the time it was what I needed. And I know that there would have been no other way to, graduate on time with what was going on in my life. So, I mean, yeah, I quit, but I got a year off from everything. I took a year off to reevaluate my life, and after that year, I got a job. Since then, I haven't really got back into my education, but I have been working very hard. And I've been working a 9 to 5. I've had 2 different jobs at this point. But I noticed something, especially recently at my job. A lot of the people I used to go to school with, I see them come in and it's like they don't recognize me. It's so weird. It's so alien. It's like, some people, the dudes, they got like full grown beards and their hands are all dirty and they've been working at like the construction site or they've been working concrete. Some of the girls, they got babies now, full families. And then some of like the people I went to school with, they're unemployed. Oh, but they can drive. They drove themselves there. Or some of them are going into college now. Or some of them, they also got full-time jobs. And it's like everybody's like living their own life. And it's like it makes you think a few things. Number one, how are we gonna have time to see each other anymore, right? I have like really 2 friends. Well, 3 friends. And I never really have time to talk to them. I mean, we all have different schedules, and it's just not like it was in school. One of my friends, she lives like alone, and she has to pay for all the bills and stuff, and she has to work really hard. Like, she's at work the majority of the week. And it's like, we never have time to talk. And it's just weird because in movies they portray, oh yeah, your early 20s, you're partying, you're having a good time, you're drinking, you're getting your life all together. That's not what it's like at all, dude. Not at freaking all. I mean, really, you gotta think about it though, because it's like, realistically, in the real world, who is gonna have time for that? I mean, that's gotta be the losers who don't have a job and set every priority aside just to be partying. I mean, granted, that might be fun for some people, but I need some structure in my life. I need some clarity. Most ordinary people do. And it makes you think there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of pressure, a lot of confusion. We're all probably going through it. If you're at this phase in your life, you may have asked yourself, like, why don't I have this? Everyone else has that. Well, think about it like this. Let's say you have a job, right? But you don't have a place of your own. And you're like, "Oh, why can't I just move out on my own?" Well, think about it like this. Somebody who you know or somebody your age right now is thinking a different question. They're like, man, I hate living on my own. I wish I could go back and live with my parents so I didn't have to pay for everything and I wasn't so lonely. Like, oh my goodness, why does this girl have a family and a baby? Like, she's like so lucky, and she's thinking, God, I wish I was single again. This just for one day. This is so stressful for me. Like, it's not as good as you think it is. Everyone is jealous of each other. I think that's the reality of it. You're wondering why you can't have it the way other people have it, and they're wondering, the same thing about you. It's like, oh, I wish I could drive, I wish I had time to get a license and stuff, and they're thinking, God, I really hate paying for car insurance. It feels like I'm never gonna get this car paid off. Like, think about it. We all have our own struggles. We're all jealous of each other. That's just the thing. Just like when we were in middle school, oh my God, so and so got their first kiss. And then meanwhile, that person's like, what have I done? I didn't love that person. I wasted my first kiss on a loser. It's like everyone's internal conflict. It's like everyone's going through something that you just don't know. You may look at one person's life and think they got it all figured out and it's all perfect, and in the inside they're struggling and they are just dying inside, and they're looking at your life thinking you got it perfect. So don't sell yourself short. If you think you're behind right now in your 20s, trust me, none of us have it figured out. No matter who you're talking to, no matter how well planned out everything seems for them, they don't. At some point, it's gonna crash on them, and it's unfortunate. We don't want it to happen. Don't rush yourself, alright? We're like, I'm barely 20. I'm almost 20 in just a little short amount of time. I'll be 20 years old. And all I got to say for it is I've got a 9 to 5 job. I don't have all that much accomplished, but you got to enjoy life along the way. You got to give yourself rest days. You got to appreciate life and just be in the moment and just do what you can with it, because one day those things aren't going to be there forever. You shouldn't have to feel like you're in any kind of rush to get any of those things, to get any of those accomplishments, alright? Enjoy life while it's still simple. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't, lean towards a goal. You should definitely push yourself and try to be the best version of yourself and get as much accomplished as you can. But don't feel stressed out about it, And it's like it's not like we can talk to each other about these things because we're all on our own paths now. We're all on our own schedules. But that's just a little check-in for you. Just a little reminder. It's gonna be okay, man. It's gonna be okay. It's like, this is just part 2. We got the first part over with. We got the worst of it over with. It's part 2 now, alright? The stress is even more real. Yeah, I get it. Some of us are paying bills. Some of us are juggling families. Some of us are, buying cars. And take a moment to breathe. You're gonna be alright. Alright? I don't know who needs to hear this, but we're gonna be okay, man. We're gonna be alright. Express your creativity. Give yourself a moment. Give yourself time. If you really, any moment, any time you have a day off, just rest. If you feel bad about, oh my God, my only day off and I slept all day, one day you're gonna look back and realize you needed that day to sleep. I know it sucks. There's so much I want to accomplish in a day, and most of the time I barely even get out of bed. I feel bad about it now, but there's so many days left in our lives. Just do the little things. Take baby steps. We're gonna get there. We're all growing at our own different paces now, and unfortunately, that's just the way it's gonna be for the rest of your life. It's not a competition. It's not a race. That's just the beauty of it. We all grow at different paces. We should be, grateful for that, and we should be, proud of each other. Congratulate your friends. Don't be jealous of them. Congratulate them, give them a pat on the back, and just show them a little bit of empathy, because it's not as great as it seems, I can assure you. And if you do know somebody who's out there partying, going oomps, 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 you know, going to the club, disco, party, having a good old time with their life, let them enjoy it while it lasts, because it's not gonna be like that forever, and it's gonna come crashing down on them. They're gonna be like, man, I missed out on a lot of opportunities and now I'm really behind. But, have fun with it. I guess really we just all grow at our own paces, and it's never too late to do really anything. Even if you think it is, it's never too late. We all grow at our own pace. There's no rule that you have to have a license by 21. There's no rule that you have to have your first sip of alcohol the moment you turn 21 or before that. There's no rule that you had to have your first kiss by 13. There's no written rule about that. It's just whatever you're comfortable with. And if somebody's gonna judge you for it, then they got issues that need to be looked at. But honestly, I don't think anyone's really judging you about it. Just stop doom scrolling, dude. That stuff pollutes your brain. But yeah, just, let the awkward kind of phase out. It will, Some people have really, it looks like we figured ourselves out, oh, they found their style, and I'm still just, over here in, baggy sweatshirt and sweatpants. Bro, chill. It ain't that big of a deal. You'll find your style. I don't know why I went on the fashion route, but I think I got the drip now. That's what I gain. I may not be paying bills or having a family or driving independently, but I have honed my fashion sense, and that's something I'm proud of, I didn't dress nicely at all when I was in middle school. I looked like a grease ball. And it was just kind of sad, because that's part of my identity. To really get in touch with my femininity was such an awesome, thing, and I'm proud of it, that now I get to embrace that style. Even if I just stay at home all day or just go to the dollar store, I'm still rocking that fur coat and the nice dresses and stuff, and I'm having a good old time with it. So just find a passion, even if it's not something big, and just, when you have time for it, enjoy it. But yeah, don't worry, you'll get your... But don't worry, guys, you'll get your braces off, and we're all gonna meet each other up at some point, and everything's gonna be alright, man. It's no need to worry about what other people are doing. It's not a race. It's the human race. But we're gonna be alright, man. We're gonna be alright. So, peace out. Oh, also, if you made it to the very end, you're a real one. I appreciate it. If you want, drop a comment. Tell me how you're feeling about it, where you're at in your real life right now, and I might be able to give you a little bit of assurance. I like to build a community on here someday. I like to start a discussion. So if you got anything to add, go for it, man. I'll check in on you in a little bit, and take care.